Yeah, that pony motor would run for 2 seconds and die every time. The carburetor was brand new and used to run perfect. I've tried 3 different carburetors. Original, I'm going to try and rebuild it. But I decided to pull the head. I want to see what's up with the valves, if they're closing properly. I did a compression. Number 1 is 62, 2 is 60, 3 is 70, and 4 is like 65. So the compressions I read on a forum 65 to 85, so I think the compression's okay, but I'm just going to check the head. I've got all the bolts loose. Once I get it popped off, I'll start another video. I got the head off. Doesn't look bad. Gonna try and reuse the head gasket because I don't have one. I mean, it's a little bit carboned up. I'll clean all that up. A little bit of scale in the water steam jacket holes, but I just scraped them out a little bit. Doesn't look bad. Everything's wet. I think it's flooding. There's a number on the head gasket if I need it. I'm getting ready to rotate it and see if any valves are hanging up or what seems to be the problem. Here's what I'm doing. I'm rotating it to get the valve off the seat. I've got valve grind compound. I take a little dab, putting it under the valve. I know this isn't the normal way to do it, but I'm trying to clean it off with paper towels real good. So basically I'm lapping the valves without taking the valves out, trying to save money and not tear into everything else. Then I rotate it down by hand. When the valve just about starts to touch, not quite yet, I'm turning it, lap the valves in. Almost down, just so I can move it just a hair. It'll put a little bit of pressure on it. You hear it grinding. I bought 2 new valve grinding lapping tools, that little wood with suction cups. I don't think they're bad. I'm just doing it while I got it open. And then I back the crank up, lift it up. I don't know if you can see this, but get a paper towel wedged in there and start cleaning the valve compound. It may cause trouble. It may just blow on out the exhaust, so I'm not too worried about it. See how it's going clear into the base of the stem of the valve, so I think I'm cleaning it pretty good. And then I put that deep creep on it just to then I run it down, and then I rotate it again. I'm done lapping all the valves. I'm going to zoom in on the piston. It's got an O2. This one's got an O3, so somebody's been in here, which is fine. I'm just showing you. I'm going to put anti-seize. I had trouble getting the heads off because this bolt had corrosion, so the head wouldn't come on up. I worked and worked, and I didn't want to damage the head gasket because I don't have money to buy one. And I think I'll reuse it, put anti-seize on it, But the head's all cleaned up, all the valves are lapped, all the carbon's been scraped off with screwdrivers and wire brush, most of it. About ready to put the head back on, see if it'll start. I'm going to clean that up a little bit more. Oh, 01. There's the number on the piston. Front. It's got an arrow that says front of the engine. That's where my hand's on the starting flywheel. Alright, I'm getting ready to put it back together. Before I put the head on, I wanted to show you there's some carbon between 3 and 4. The head gasket might have been leaking. Maybe that's part of my problem of not continuing to run, I don't know. The copper inserts in the head gasket looks pretty good. That looks like it might have been leaking right there on number 4. Thank you. Getting the head all cleaned up, scraped out, sprayed. Look at all this Palo Verde nuts. The pack rats have drug them in here. They fell out of here, and now I got to take my, it would be like a thermostat housing if it had a thermostat, and I'm see if I can get any more of those seeds out of my head. Blocked it. Yeah, there's something in there. I see something blue in there. We had a piece of carpet down inside. I'm glad I decided to check it. Alright, that's almost got the head ready. Can't put it on yet. It is. Packrat. Filled up the inside of my cylinder head, the water passage. That's what I cleaned out of it from that packrat in that tiny 4-cylinder head. That would have been a problem.